Today we are back with a landscaping series on the Nebraska Lands USA map. The job for today will be to build a playset. One of our customers we mow for just bought a playset and wants us to put it into place. We will be building a roughly 25 by 15 foot pad with wood chips. Then we'll be using the skid steers to put the equipment into place. We'll be heading over to the shop today in our 2020 Ford Super Duty. Today we will be using the new John Deere skid steer along with quite a few attachments, the 2nd gen Dodge dump truck full wood chips, the 04 Powerstroke, and the BigTex trailer. This will be a pretty big job here for us, and I'm very excited. Over the last few days, I've gotten quite a few requests to do a landscaping job, and my goal will be to do roughly 1 or 2 landscaping videos every week. It's a nice short drive over here to the shop. I really do like that a lot, but I think on the next shop, our house will be a lot further away. We'll get loaded up here and we'll head on out. There's a lot of loading up to do, 3-4 extra attachments we will be taking. We'll be using the 04 F350. I much prefer a DRW for the gooseneck, but we are just going up the road and I really do like this truck. Probably one of my favorite Fords in the game, and I really want to kind of use it more in these videos. Get lined up there pretty easily, and I do want to adjust the trailer as well. Simple adjust, it should be pretty simple. Perfect, all the way up, that way the trailer is level. This will be the first time we do get to use a new skid steer and also the BigTex trailer. Over the last few weeks we made some pretty big purchases for the series, and I cannot wait to put them to work. Now many of you guys have requested and pretty much have already picked out the new landscaping shop. We will be more than likely moving to that at the start of spring, so probably a month and a half, and we'll move over to it. There is a lot of attachments we are taking, from the pallet fork to the buckets to the rototiller to kind of tear up the grass. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day so far. Let me know how it is down below. My day's been a bit busy with schoolwork, but I've really been enjoying all of the work lately. What I have already noticed is that the John Deere is very stable, especially just climbing up and down the trailer. It's just a simple thing, but I could already tell that I really like the handling of it. Let me know down below in the comments, guys, what is your favorite skid steer, Kubota, Bobcat, or a John Deere? And there is a few others that we've used in videos as well, but which one do you like at our current shop? One thing I always do try to do is to load the trailer in the opposite order. That way we don't have to unload everything just to get to the one we want to use first. I think that really helps out a lot, and it does make it pretty efficient as well. Full trailer load. This is, I would say, a 30-foot BigTex. I don't really know the length of it, but I believe it's actually a 28-foot, and it's fully loaded with attachments. taking a quick short drive over here. I really do like it quite a lot, and it is also always nice to have our customers that we mow for hire us to do other jobs like this. I think that's just so cool. So let's first take a walk around of the property and of the job. But as you guys can see, we have to move this swing set and this play set into place. There is actually a kind of slide on there with a net, which is pretty cool, and we were told to lift it from the center, and we should be good to go there. But let's kind of come around back. They want just around 25 by 15 foot, kind of in the shade in between the trees is where they asked for it. We'll get right to it here with the tiller and just kind of get going on it, because this will be a pretty long project. Next week we will have a new mini-series here on the channel. I'm very excited for it. It's actually a construction job. I've gotten a ton of requests for those, and that will be pretty awesome. We'll be using some construction equipment, and the outcome, the finished job, will be pretty cool. I think 3-4 passes wide in. I think that's probably the size we'll go. I think probably a half more will be what we want. And looks like we did it there. Perfect. That's a pretty big area. Yeah, that's roughly around 15 by 25. It doesn't have to be exact, but just kind of has to be close. Now I chose the John Deere for today just because of the tracks. The tracks really are much better on the grass, from stability to not kind of tearing up the lawn, since we will be making a lot of trips back and forth as we will be bringing buckets of the wood chips. Now usually for play sets, I've usually seen wood chips. They're kind of the most popular, and sometimes they're sand or some other type of mulch, but usually it is wood chips. And that's good. It's always organic, and it's healthy as well to be around. If you guys have not already, I do recommend you give me a follow over on Instagram. I do post every single day some pretty cool sneak peeks and updates about the channel. Now this summer my goal is to build a new map. I was going to build one this past winter break, but I decided that I want to put a lot of time into it, have a nice kind of farm style map with a nice town as well, and I can't wait to work on it. I first want to spread the wood chips, and then we'll lift it into place. We'll just kind of bring the pallet fork over there, and I actually really prefer the much simpler pallet fork. It's a little bit lighter, and we just kind of do it by hand. The other one is hydraulic. It's pretty fancy. I like it, but I always kind of like just the simple attachments. There's always less things to break on them as well. Now I will say I have probably roughly 4 to 5 yards of the wood chips. If we need more, we could go pick some more up at the local supplier. Now I do try to do a mixture for these landscaping videos. Sometimes the equipment is already loaded, sometimes we have to load the dump trucks, things like that. I just try to give you a good variety, and I really do like the realism and role play I put into the videos. It's a lot of fun to treat the game as real life in a way and try my best to do a great job. Now I don't want to unload all of it. I think probably that is good. That's a pretty big pile there. 3-4 bucket loads is probably all we'll really need. I would much prefer to have to kind of hop in the truck, unload it again, instead of having to kind of load the truck back up. That just takes too much time, and we want to be as efficient as possible. Now, I do have some pretty cool, unique videos coming up that you guys did request as well. I cannot wait to do those. Oh yeah, this might take a little bit more. I'm doing just around 5 inches of wood chips. I think that's a pretty good amount. Now, I would prefer just to kind of back the dump truck over here, but I don't want to do it. That's a lot of weight, the truck, and also all the mulch wood chips in the back. Yeah, another bucket or two, and we should be good to go. Right about there seems to be good. As I was actually unloading it, the Skidsteer bucket was filling. Now, I think we could kind of go right behind the dump truck and it would unload directly into the Skidsteer bucket. I think we might do that for a few times. That is such a cool feature, and I really do enjoy showcasing all the unique things about Farming Simulator. Yeah, a bucket or two, and we should be good to go. Yeah, one more bucket, and then we'll kind of move it into place and do a little bit of touch-up later on today. We'll actually come back by here after he takes the pallets off. The homeowner said that he wanted to be the one to do that, which is okay. He wants to kind of have the final location, because once he puts these in, I don't think he will be moving them again. Perfect, and that's it there. Let's switch to the paddle fork, and I think we'll first kind of move the swing set. That's actually the first one we have to move, and I actually would prefer to move the small one anyways. This is a pretty cool swing set here. It looks to be nice, and it's 2 swings as well. And I believe he said he wanted the swing set on the left-hand side of it. So let's kind of see if we can put it here. It's always tricky to kind of have these come off the pallets. Is what I've really noticed about pallets, and a few modders have made a few tricks for it, but let's see. Might have to lift it up a little bit off the ground, see if we can slide it off. A little bit of muscle, and we should be good to go. Perfect. Yep. There we go. So we got that into place, and I actually want to kind of shift it a little bit. Right about there seems to be good. Perfect. There's a lot of room in front for them to kind of play. This will be a bit tricky. I'm not sure how far our pallets forks will really go in, but we'll just give it a try as always. Oh yeah, a little tricky, but looks like we got it. Wow, that's good. Now with this one, I actually want to travel backwards anyways, since this will be the positioning where we're putting it. Oh yeah, it looks like a 15 by 20 foot is perfect for the size, and almost have it off. Let's see if we can kind of do manually the rest. Nope. And let's give it another try. Perfect. As you guys can see, we got the swing set, and the job is complete. It's been a long day here for us, but we got to use quite a few cool mods. The brand new John Deere tracked a skid loader, the 2nd gen dump truck, the 04 Powerstroke, and quite a few attachments. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next landscaping video and subscribe for more.